What Napoleon Hill is saying when he describes electrons, I believe, is that the essence of us, that which we are, the essence of all, is intangible, the electron. And the human being can align himself, herself with a positive energy or a negative energy. That energy is created by the thoughts we think, the intentions, our expectations, what we read, and what we listen to, which is why they say take a complaining fast or don't watch the news and things like that. To align oneself with a positive charge is to align oneself with other elements that contain a positive charge, which is the positive energy and success, wealth, health, blessings. And the same goes with a negative charge. A positive and a negative charge can be created through an expectation. And it only takes one presence of positive or negative to change the entire charge of a being. That's why it's important to, on repetition, constantly repeating affirmations. I am great, I am successful, I am loved, I am harmony, I am joy, I am peace, I am bliss, every day. And we do this for 4 to 8 months. We saturate ourselves with this until we recognize the importance of this. And as we go through day by day, we understand that we're always a baby in a sense that we're always starting anew. Because each waking moment and each waking day, we restart all over, retraining our minds that we're amazing, we're positive, we're loving. Because the charge is very fluid, it's very liquid. And it can change in an instant, quicker than we can imagine, and began to attract other elements of that charge, whether we're aware of it or not. We can, through our lives, we've noticed when we were incredibly successful, we didn't even know what we were doing. What had occurred was we incorporated, we became a positive charge and began to attract other positive charges without us even knowing. And then we had times in our life that may have been challenging where we learned great amount of lessons and experiences. And sometimes those may not have been categorized by us as positive or successful, maybe temporary defeat or temporary failure. In such an instance, most likely the charge became negative for one reason or another, unbeknownst to the individual, and they experienced and attracted a lot of negative charges, which attracted to that core, that center electron core, which is at the center of all. And once the individual recognized what had occurred, because pain and uncomfortability causes one to stop and think and concentrate and see what's happening in order to fix, align, and to re-navigate back to pleasure, comfortability, satisfaction, where they have the success. And they recognize, I want to become more positive. I want to align myself with more positive experiences, beings, persons, circumstances, and events. And they began seeking that knowledge, listening to positive thinking speakers and reading those books. And through those actions, they not only cause the charge to become positive within, because that happens in an instant, and the attraction happens very quickly. It is the repetitiveness day by day. Because in the ether, there are positive charges, there are all charges, positive and negative charges. And these charges are very fluid to us, our own center core. By each morning waking up and affirming our goals and smiling and giving thanks and being thankful for all of our blessings, we automatically align ourselves with positivity. Before sleep, doing the same thing, we ensure that we will be positive focused. To take our own focus and to remind ourselves how important it is day by day to cultivate that positive charge, because the positive charge does not make itself and it does not attract itself. We use our conscious mind, our conscious experience, to bring into our subconscious, which is the basis of the control of all beings, is the subconscious. We use the conscious to bring positivity into the subconscious day by day. Every day, we look at a positive movie, we read a positive book, we say, I am great, I am loved, I am powerful. We say positive affirmations, and we affirm throughout the day and throughout the world, I'm amazing, I am loved, I am supported, I am helped, I am believed, I am loved. And by doing this cultivates a positive charge. With a positive charge, success is inevitable, guaranteed. And while results may vary, the intensity with which we use the golden rule and ensure that all that we're doing benefits others, and we cultivate this positivity, we can control and direct our experience to a super heightened positive experience. And the other electrons are available also. And so if an individual is not as diligent and is not concentrating or has allowed themselves to begin to expect things that are not so positive, or to not believe in the positive concepts, or to have any sort of negative quotes or negative sources, then the same experience occurs. These experiences, both the positive as far as those individuals that are accumulating great amounts of funds and wealth and money, and those individuals who are in a moment where they feel they would like to accumulate more money and achieve more success, both individuals are a charge. And it's very easy to adjust a charge, to change a charge. So through our lives, we've experienced both, where we had great financial success and moments of challenges. And to change a charge, let's use a person in a positive charge. If they hear a news story or someone talking about, finances are changing, and they allow, and instead of taking in their mind and saying, I'm successful in any financial climate, but they begin to think upon that idea or worry, that may bring in a negative element, and that could create that individual to begin to think deeper on a concept that is not a positive charge. And if they were to take that on and continue to think on that or something similar, this is just an example, their finances may begin to change, which then causes them to think more about it, and it causes them to then begin not feeling so good about that. Those thoughts are what are creating the charge, not the actual events themselves, not the outside world, the person, the place, the individual, but the worrying, the thoughts, the upset feelings. Those are all negative. Those negative feelings are what create the charge. And that's what begins to attract the events and the people and the circumstances that create the negative charge. And let's now look at an individual that has a negative charge and how they can change it to a positive charge. So the negative charge is built upon thoughts and emotions that began to attract those elements. That individual would only need to say, all is well. It's not so bad. These are temporary defeats. And my success is here. It is here now. It's on the horizon. I am great and I'm amazing. No matter what they feel, no matter what they feel the outside world is saying or believing about them, which is their own perception, regardless of the outward appearances, that individual, no matter how hard it is, begins to affirm the positive. Everything is great. I'm a billionaire. I have so much money in my bank account. I am so rich. I am so loved. Everybody loves me. Everyone believes me. Everyone supports me. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for all my many blessings. These words go into the subconscious mind when said each day with enthusiasm. Even when an individual doesn't believe it, they smile, they put their hands on their hips, they take an aggressive stance by putting one foot forward, they put their hands on their hips, they smile, they look in the mirror and they nod and they say, I am great, and they point to themselves when they say it. That's the beginning. These books do work. These positive concepts are based on laws that are real and they do work. And they begin to affirm, I am rich. I do have money. Money flows to me. Money is overflowing. My cup is overflowing with abundance, love, joy, and peace. And they constantly say this. They read positive books and they believe in them. They know it will work. It will work. Just like the little train, just like the little choo-choo train that says, I know I can. I know I can. I can. I can. I can. I will. And I must. And that this person is affirming the golden rule. All beings are love. May all beings be happy. And they're saying, may all of my actions bring joy and benefit to all those with whom it comes into contact with. May I be pleasing. May I be pleasant, charming, and smiling. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am powerful. And I am loved. I am loved. And they can even go back into their memories and see people who maybe weren't as fair to them and see them being fair. Go ahead and change those memories. Go ahead and think positive thoughts. Go ahead and say, I am actively seeing this person do something kind to me. That's a beautiful thing, because a lot of times an individual has a memory. By repeating a negative memory, it changes that charge to negativity. Even though they say, well, this is a fact and this occurred, what happens when an individual repeats an unfairness in their mind, what they do is, without knowing, they slant that charge to the negative. Dismiss the negative. They say forgive, definitely forgive yourself and forgive all beings. They say forgive and don't forget. What you want to do is you want to acknowledge the memory and you want to say, I deserve to have a positive memory. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a day when that person was so kind to you. And that's what you're going to think about. And when you start to want to think about that moment, that time when that person wasn't fair to you, you say, I will not think that. I am not going to think that. I'm going to think about that memory I created where that person was so kind to me because I deserve kindness. And you know what? I deserve this memory. I deserve this thought I'm having. So instead of thinking that negative thought and saying, well, that's why I am the way I am, or that's why my life, you're going to say, I'm not thinking that anymore. In fact, I'm going to think of a kind thought about this person being extraordinarily kind to me. They walked in the room, and you can just envision this. They walked in the room and they laid out a literal red carpet. They grabbed my hand and said, you're amazing. They began to proceed in like 50 people bringing me gifts, money, and abundances. And they said, you are so loved, you're amazing. And in front of all these people, they awarded me and congratulated me. And this is my new memory. This is because the mind thinks in a circular pattern. Everything moves in a circular pattern. The world moves in a circular pattern. The sun rises and it falls as we circulate the world and the earth from our perception as it rises and falls. Our minds think in a circular pattern. So we want to eliminate these negative thoughts. God bless all beings. Our challenges serve to make us stronger, better, beautiful, and more understanding of other beings going through challenges so we can help them. We teach what we most need to learn. And as you learn these philosophies, you teach them to others. You will make the decision, if that is your choice, to be happy. And that means I'm going to think positive thoughts. And yes, I do deserve to be treated with amazing love and cherishedness and cherished feelings. Dismissing the negative thoughts while having learned the lessons from them, having gathered the strength that God blessed from having those experiences, and now saying, I don't deserve to feel that way. I deserve to feel happy. Dismissing the mind from repeating those thoughts. Some people think they will become weak if they do not continue to think upon a negative thought. Banish the idea God created all beings strong upon birth, because the strength is power, and strength comes through love, not through fighting or challenges. All birth and all kindness and all strength comes through ease. So it comes through an ease. It comes through love. Love is the strongest and most powerful. It is actually the most powerful energy and force in the world. It actually can transform. It can absorb negative energy and transform it to positive. So focus on the positive, and do not allow the mind to dwell upon any negative event during the day. Instead of concentrating on a negative event where you felt unfairly, while you analyze it and gather the strength, instead of repeating those thoughts, go ahead and envision a perfect day. What would your perfect day have been like had that person treated you with all the respect and kindness and joy that you deserve? And then there's going home and writing down the gratitude that we have for all beings. Now, again, this person with the negative charge begins to take on positive charges, and they don't relapse or go back and start thinking, oh, well, when I broke that lamp when I was the age of 2, they don't think about those memories. They say, instead of thinking about that, how about I think about that great day when they threw that wonderful party and I had that wonderful time, or you create a new memory. They say you can even imagine a person standing right there and you say everything you want to say to that person and allow that person to say, I forgive you, and you forgive them. They say you can do that too. And go ahead and start to become happy. Allow yourself to say, I am happy. And that's a beautiful thing. So as this individual, and this is just an example, and of course results may vary. And of course, if you need to reach out to your own advisors, do so, before you take any advice, and, before you begin any fitness journey also. And so an individual takes the steps to transform and somehow we all know how to do that. We all know, we hear that motivational speaker and we say, I felt better. How do I do that again? How do I seek that information again, or get that book or read that again? And we began transforming and ensuring that our actions benefit all beings. That is the journey. This is the catch to it. You want to do it every day, because the individual may wake up and say, oh, I got it. The mind is always circulating, and we're in an ether where there's positive and negative. They're like little seeds, and our minds are like soil. Those seeds will land and take root, and we will, whether we're aware or not aware, that negativity is growing in our concepts. What we want to do is constantly affirm the positive all throughout the day, smiling. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for your blessings. We must do it every day. There will not be a day when the individual will wake up and not read Think and Grow Rich, or will not wake up and not put on Jack Canfield or watch an Oprah Winfrey Super Soul Sunday or Michael Bernard Beckworth. Every day we're tuning into Mind Valley, and these are not endorsements. However, we're tuning in to positive thinking and there are many avenues we can read. We can go and get Audible on Amazon and get some audiobooks and just listen to these speakers teaching. Susie Orman teaching us positive financial steps, and Justin Perry. These coaches or gurus, and T. Harv Eker, spiritual laws of money. As we listen to these coaches, as they guide us through, they keep us on path. It is vital, it is necessary, and required. Just like Marshall Silver said, I was reading Think and Grow Rich, and someone said, hey, you're successful now. You don't need to keep reading those books. And in the seminar, he says, this is how I was blessed to become, he didn't say these words exactly. This is how I became successful. By reading Think and Grow Rich, by reading these books. We seek more knowledge. Florence Scovel Shinn, we seek more. We seek more. We seek more. and we learn more. And these girls introduce us to more individuals. So our lesson today, as we read the Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill, these are in the pages 30, the 30 pages, pages 31 through 39. We recognize that we are our very being is invisible. The electron is unseen. That we are a spiritual being. We're a spiritual force. Our most powerful portion of ourselves, which aligns us, the electron, is invisible. I'm learning as I read. The most powerful part of us, the love, the positivity, is unseen and intangible. It is untouchable by the exterior world. So we no longer use the external world to define who we are and what our life is or will be. Temporary success is an opportunity for us to learn it and become, we learn and become stronger so that we can help others to succeed. So we learned today that we are a charge, and that we can align that charge to attract into our lives what we want, and that at any time we can increase that charge to gain even more success. And we can do this by also helping other beings and doing more than we're paid for also. Teaching others what you've learned today. And if we notice a negative charge or in a certain element of our life, we become more grateful, more positive. We read more books on finances. Ramit Sethi. We read more books on how to gain more abundance in our life in the area of money and finances, and we take on that charge. By reading, by studying, by believing, and by using the tools and the power that is surrounding us, which are focus. As we focus on the element of positivity, we bring that into our lives. The reticular activating nervous system, as we learned in The Secret, the movie The Secret, Rhonda Byrne, it actually brings into our subconscious mind the ability to continually notice these positive things. And it also causes sometimes to tune out the negative. Say, no, that is not me. I'm amazing. No, that is not my situation. That is not my future. My future is blessed. I expect the best. And you know something? Even better than what I expected is happening. And that is the truth. And while results may vary, we take this on. We point to ourselves and we say, I am amazing. We sit up straight. We sit up stronger. We sit up. We align ourselves with positivity. And we like we say, we go and we speak with our advisors, and we work out more. We exercise every day, even if we just walk a little bit, or if we're sitting down, we lift something. We move a little bit more, and we drink more water every day, and we get proper rest every day. We meditate, we commune with God every day. We read more, just a little bit every day. If you can do it for just 30 seconds a day, that's brilliant. It's the doing it every day. Like T. Harv Eker says, it's not the amount, it's the habit. We're doing it every day. That's what matters. So we're going to end this on a Napoleon Hill quote from Andrew Carnegie. I ask not, O divine providence, for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to accept and use wisely the riches I received at birth in the form of the power to control my own mind to whatever ends I desire. May God bless you. You are loved. All is well, and so it is. Thank you for listening to this study group for the Napoleon Hill Laws of Success. You are amazing. You wouldn't have been given the dreams in your heart if if the universe didn't completely support you. Banish the thought that the universe doesn't support you and that this world, is not supporting of you or doesn't support you. This world loves you. That's why you were ushered into this world. You were chosen. There were thousands of possibilities, and God chose you. This world chose you. This universe chose you. You are special. You are being. You are amazing. You are the one that was chosen. And you have something inside of you that only you can deliver, that you've been delivering, you special, amazing being you. Keep being wonderful and keep believing in your dreams. So I love you. This world loves you. You are loved, and you're loved by a higher being that no matter what humans feel, you have a unconditional love that accepts and forgives and loves you, that created you. And lean on that. Lean on that, because you are surrounded by love. So you are loved. Keep being amazing, and have a wonderful, excellent, amazing, and powerful day. Thank you for listening to this, and keep being amazing.